Brief DVM's coming at you today with some space issues. Our sump space is just precious real estate, folks. This reef octopus is a super reef octopus. It's an internal-external skimmer, and it really does work well, folks. This has been a great skimmer for us, but it takes up a large footprint, about 12 inches by 16 and about 25 inches tall. Thing has just been a workhorse. It's given us no trouble. It makes a dark skimmate. It's actually been cleaned here fairly recently, which is maybe why it doesn't look as dark to you. But this thing has done great with this couple 100-gallon system. It comes apart very easy. It's clean, and it's easy to clean. I've really enjoyed this skimmer. I'm gonna actually probably hate to sell it, but we got to move on. You know, this is a $500 to $600 skimmer that we'll see if we can sell for probably $400 or a little less. And we have to go on to something with a little bit more space if we want to add a reactor into this chamber, which is what we want to do in the future. So basically, out with the old, in with the new. What more can I say? We did some disassembling today, took it all apart, and put the new one in that came earlier today. And really, it wasn't that much work. Maybe a little disappointing because I like this skimmer so much, but I'm really hopeful that the new skimmer is even going to work better. We had done some talking with Ryan over at Bulk Reef Supply, some talking with some other people that had very similar models, including Synergy Reef. And, you know, we made a decision to go with the Vertex company. It had a smaller footprint, that 10 by 12 footprint that we were looking for. And it arrived today, so we popped that box open and kind of dived into this beast, get it assembled and get it all put together. One thing nice about this Vertex that we bought, it is the newer model. It is the Vertex Omega 180i protein skimmer. It is their wine bottle body shape, which is the cast acrylic, which is really nice. And of course it has all the hot welded seams. Their construction is just superior. I love it. It has that pinwheel impeller, and that is a custom pinwheel impeller that they make for that Sicce pump. It's not the one that comes standard with it. I think that's pretty cool. And then of course it has fine tuning adjustment on the venturi, and then the collection cup is screw on. I think that's a big point. I'm not a big ozone person, so I'm not worried about that, but definitely the screw on collection cup, that sold me. Pump obviously being very quiet. I think the power consumption is under 30 watts. It has titanium screws, and the whole thing is like 22 inches tall by like 9 by 10 with a footprint of, I think, close to like 11 by 12. It has a 10 millimeter drain output, which we're going to use, and it comes with a 2-year warranty. This thing is sized all the way up to like 185 gallons, which is just awesome. And then on top of that, the thing does like 343 gallons per hour of air draw, which is just, you know, fantastic. I mean, it's excellent. So this is what we're putting in place of what we had. Certainly we're gonna, you know, miss what we had. Like I said, I'll be probably selling it on Reef to Reef, and you know, whoever gets it's gonna get, you know, an awesome super reef internal external skimmer, because that 2000 series has just been a rock solid beast for us. But I'm real hopeful in how this one's going to go. And I am going to break this one in the way I've broken it in the past, kind of with my method. I'll show you the method that they recommend from Vertex over in Germany, but I'm going to do it with my technique. As far as putting this in the sump, you can probably see the difference here just in footprint size. This thing will totally allow us to add another reactor behind it, which is fantastic. And we don't have to do much height adjustment because this one runs between 7 and about 9 inches of water, and I got about 7 3/4, 8 inches in this part of the sump here right now, so I can set this one right on the bottom. There's really just drop and play in most regards. So once you get this thing installed, what the Germany Vertex company wants you to do is turn this thing on for 24 hours and just have it bubble over the top, but without the collection cup. And what this basically does is it runs a ton of bubbles along the surface of the acrylic, cleans out the whole system, and helps it cycle faster so that the thing produces a skimmate. This is great. I have no problem with this. But I've actually found it to be better to put the collection cup on and work the system for the first 24 hours. So that's what we're going to do. This has definitely sped up how fast our skimmers start skimming. I wish I had a comparison trial to show you, but this will probably cut 3 to 4 days off by running it 24 hours like this. So what we do is we put the collection cup on, and then we put the lid on and everything. We're not worried about the bubble over. We're in our sump. Yeah, there's going to be some bubbles upstairs in the tank, but you know what? A little extra oxygenation never hurt anything. So, and we turn this thing on, and you know the venturi on the bottom is closed or in the closed position, so it just sucks in water, and of course the air is open. And we're just going to let this thing bubble over and basically kind of use the bubbles as a source of, if you want to call it, friction to clean out all the acrylic and make it work. So I'm just going to show you here what we're going to do. We're just going to basically put this thing into overflow mode, and we're going to let it do this for the next 24 hours. So after we get done with this, we'll shut down the whole system. We'll kind of wipe everything down so we don't have salt creep all over it, and then we'll set the thing up in a more normal flow. So 24 hours later, we're coming back to it, and I'm going to set this thing up more normally, like you would expect. And we're going to run it this way in kind of a low bubble level until she starts breaking in and producing skimmate in the next 6 to 7 days, or even sooner. Then what I'm going to do is I'll come back for you folks in about a week or two, and I'll show you how this baby's producing. And I really hope it's producing well. I hope it keeps up with my reef octopus that we had in the past. Thank you for watching. Again, in a couple of days, we'll start refilming for the 14-day episode, and we'll catch you guys later. Please subscribe if you get a chance. Thank you.